Announcement post-its. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Announcements posted. That's Gucci right there. And then we have We Look to Be Live. Who would like to give the recap for inspiration? Yes.
So last time on Dragon Ball Z, we decided that it's time to go loot things. Went down the hallways, entered a room full of keys. Snatched one that seemed suitably magical, and then left. These three woke up and came out for not breakfast, but just something not in their rooms, I guess. We snuck past them and immediately got into a fight with some spirity ghost things that were coming out of a fucking cold fireplace. That did get loud. They don't give a shit. They are what we call fucking mega depressed and have been in here for who knows how long. So honestly, can't blame them. So they don't give a shit. After beating the fuck out of all of the ghosts, the damn thing turned off, and we found a super staff. The super staff went to the wizard for clear, obvious reasons. The super staff has a myriad of things that it does, which we quickly learned after a little short rest. As well as that key, which we used that key to even get into the room. It has a certain number of charges, and in those, each charge basically is a use of a skeleton key. After it runs out of charges that do not recharge, it just, I think it breaks or is just no longer magical. Don't know. Oh, yes, it cracks. So, it's pseudo breaks. Yeah, and then there's the Talon Scepter, which I'm not reading all of this. Shit explodes. It has charges. It's appropriately complicated for a complicated wizard. See, when I get magical shit, it just explodes. It's easier for everybody. The wizard gets a staff that also explodes, but it has some extra steps. After that, we do, as I said, rest and identify the stuff and have some lunch. Most everybody participated. Before we then head upstairs and we started looking around. Fucking Razakath, not his name. Don't bother. I will forget. We're gonna kill him. It won't matter soon. Wasn't immediately in here, so I was like, okay, we can do a little bit more looting. We check this room. Just like a fine old room. It's well furnished. It's nice. It's nothing much. We did immediately find this dude. This fucking Goliath. He's not actually one, but this fucking Goliath hiding under this bed. He's been under here for a fucking while and is scared. And was coaxed out by Tim being the Gaslight King and turning into his brother. Proceeding then, he crawled out and is wielding a rolling pin? Apparently the heart doesn't allow him weapons. Okay, that's fair. Meanwhile, though, Gurville and Clink were over and went into the viewer discretion is advised room, where they found the hanging corpse of the other brother. And then the ghost came out of it and is pissed. Time to fight a ghost! That's where we left off.
Yeah, you're right. You have achieved your inspiration, and the drawn recap inspiration has been achieved as well, as I turn on combat music. If you do not have the link to music, I'll post it to you guys. Just as a, easy clap. There you go. Quick link.
I knew I was forgetting something.
Yep. So, we have already rolled initiative, so we don't need to do that again. Yorville. That's Ghost. It's spoopy and scary. It appears right in front of you.
Shit.
I think the Wraith specifically has a Star of Turn effect, so I'm going to go read that real quick.
Oh.
And he's pretty obviously aggressive, right?
He looks fairly hostile, yes.
What's with the foxgloves and being ghosts?
Alright, he does not have a Star of Return effect, but it does have an aura, but it's not playing right now.
Cool. Can I make a martial check on him first?
Yes, you can. You can also use religion.
Ooh, which one is better? I think that they're the same. Wait, no, is tactics intelligence or wisdom?
Wisdom.
Oh, okay. In that case, religion is better. So that's a 17 total.
17. Alright. What would you like to learn about him? You can learn one thing.
I want to learn about his aura.
Alright. Fell
Good choice.
Aura. A creature that moves within 5 feet of a wraith must make a DC 15 con save or suffer from the fatigue condition for 1 hour. A lesser restoration spell or a similar effect cures this condition.
Alright, I'm gonna say, Clink, stay out of this one's range. I think it has some, bullshit. Anyways, let's test out this new scepter, and I'm going to, smack it in the head with the scepter.
Alright, very good. Very good.
Painful message.
I nerfed it. It was a little too potent.
Thank you. Strength this. I swear to God, if you keep throwing strength damage things.
Alright.
27.
The scepter will swing through the air and will strike something that's solid but not solid that seems to tear at a fabric kind of floating before you. And some of the fabric seems to light fire, turning into a spectral green color before dissipating. The creature does suffer some damage. It is resistant to fire, is what you learn.
Oh boy, okay. And then I'm going to...
Revel in shambles.
I fucking apparently. What stamina am I at? 8 out of 10. I will step backwards.
The stamina to step. Very nice.
And then once I'm out the door, I have, what? 2 more squares of movement? 3 more?
You half your speed with the step using 5 feet of movement, so you're normally at 25 feet. You half it to 10, and then you used that, so,
4 there. So, okay. So I need to, like, move over to here. And then I have 1 more. Step to here and say, "There's a very angry ghost in the other room if you care to help."
I'll look up. Will help if it gets to a point where you're needing us. Curious of your skills.
I wasn't talking to you.
Well, that makes it easier.
And then I'll pass.
Alright. Tim.
If I remember last session, he said that if this ghost ever saw me, it would focus all its energy on killing me because I look like Aldern Foxglove.
Was that a kid?
I know that. Yes, I know. I was going to say, Tim does not know that. Is there any feasible way for Tim to figure that out, or no? I'm guessing no.
Make me an intelligence check.
Oh boy, my favorite.
Mood.
I'll just do nature. I don't think I'm proficient in that. Oh, I guess I am. So that would just be in 11, I think. Let me check my character sheet. It would be just an 11.
Alright, well, from your knowledge, Yosef reacted to you in a favorable light, but he lives. According to Yordaville, there's a ghost in that room. You do not know how they will react, but saying they're a ghost, You can take your assumptions from there.
Well, maybe I can calm them down just like I did, Yosef. What's going on over here?
Infernal shrieking.
While I grab my speech modifier. You dare show your face here? I will rip you limb from limb and feed your corpse to the ashes of the bones you left behind. Okay, carry on.
Tim just kind of stops and is like wide-eyed for a second and is like, I've made a huge mistake internally. I guess my only option is to attack this thing right now. I will activate the compound property to gain advantage and loose an arrow at it. Boop. I assume that's a hit. Plus 1 psychic damage.
Let's see here. Yeah, definitely a hit.
I gotta get a magic bow sometime.
It's not magical?
It is not magical.
Alright, he suffers half damage from the physical. Full from the psychic.
All 1 damage from the psychic.
Damage applied. The
I don't
arrow
know,
seems
I almost feel like
to pierce
you have
into the
it on.
cloak and then dissipates into the darkness beyond.
I
I
feel
don't
like you
even
have
know
me
what this
on-
brother's... I don't know what this person's name is, do I? Tim would not know.
You were in the room when he was talking about them. But Tim is
Okay.
kind of forgetful. You were told that his brothers were in here, and you've seen paintings of them in the hallway. Really depends on how observant you were, because the paintings did have their names listed.
But this does not look anything like Heinrich or Henrik. It looks like.
I mean, it's a
Unless it-
ghost, wraith, spirit, so it's kind of just a cloak with a spiritual energy in its core.
Nervously knocks another arrow. Listen, brother. I'm sure we can. I'm sure we can resolve this peacefully. Can we just talk about this?
Now you want to talk. Oh, it is far too late for that. There'll only be peace when you're dead. It's not a confirmed critical, but it will
Eldritch
slap.
Doom.
Eldritch Doom indeed.
And then for the psychic, 3.
Yeah, baby.
Damage applied.
Well, I'm sorry it has to be this way, brother. And then I guess Tim just kind of looks over at Yorville and just shrugs nervously.
Yorville, the goggles are down, so you can't really tell, but if you just understand that Yorville is just shooting ice at you right now, like, what the fuck?
I have inserted myself into these people's family drama. You're making it worse.
Yes, you have.
Well, that's gonna be my turn.
Alright, Dropkey, it's your turn. You hear the yells of Henrik.
Oh, shit. Okay, we'll get into things. Quickly, what did you mean by the heart doesn't allow you weapons?
It's, it knows its senses the presence. It does not like when I attack it.
Attack the heart or just anything?
It's gone to attacking anything.
But it doesn't mind the improvised bludgeon.
Well, it's just a rolling pin.
It is
Baking.
just a... True. Well, I think we've got some biscuits to roll out if you would like to help.
Roll a persuasion.
I would love to do that thing that I always try to do. Oh, why do I ever play non-charismatic character? Hey, 13!
Minnie's right there, right? Can she help?
Say yeah, it's not neat. I rolled a natural 1.
Hell yeah!
As he kind of fully forms from beneath the bed, still a little crouching as his full height kind of looms over you all. Less so for Minnie. As he pulls out the rolling pin, kind of huffs it over to his shoulder, and you can see it kind of grows almost of its own accord, turning into a 2-handed rolling pin. I can help. Let me roll initiative first.
Aye.
Alright, he's added to initiative.
All right. 8, 20, 25. Get that exact. There you go. Oh, we're gonna do a little bit of running. I've got full stamina. Up. Nice. Get me to where I need to be, so that my goddamn aura can be better in range to help out if Tim gets fucking whacked.
If
I should make a character who's a changeling and their goal is only to insert themselves into other people's drama and make it worse.
You're a step away from that.
I am. My next character will be Joe Goldberg.
Oh god. I don't feel the need to use any of my superiority dice right now. I've already done a little bit of running. I'm in a range of nothing. Yeah, that's... I could actually just action run if I'm not gonna make it fucking... I've already used the stamina. Whatever. We will use my action to dash so I can implement myself even further into this if I can't get in range. We'll just get into here. Call that good. You're muted, Sage, but it is Clink's turn.
You're correct. Very good, very good. From there we go to Clink. It is your turn, Clink.
I like how Clink is, like, technically 5 feet away from it.
Okay.
Clink's just gonna give it a little swipe with his dagger.
Nice.
All
It is magic, so I got that going for me.
Very good, very good. The dagger will find purchase within the cloaked form of the Wraith. Just looking at my notes for this creature. Alright, as the creature suffers 8 piercing, the dagger cuts through the shadowy essence of the Wraith. Anything else?
Clink is going to bonus action disengage. And as an item action, he is closing the door behind him.
The door does not close. The item interaction is used, though. The door starts to close, and the door just remains open.
Rude. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
afraid the horror's like, no, I'm interested in how this goes.
Oh. I don't like that wording.
Clink is out of things to do.
Alright, from there we go to Vivi. They are still away, so I'm just gonna give a little flappy fly. A little check out over here. Be like, And they're just gonna pull up a stone. I'm ready to toss it. They're not in range to do anything else. And I don't really want them to use their magic for a non-boss fight. It started looking pretty weak, so...
Yeah, we're taking...
Yeah, you guys are doing pretty freaking good. Henrik has gained initiative.
Well, and let's watch that change in seconds.
Yes. All right. So Henrik has gained initiative, and Henrik is a happy camper. Henrik is going to first start off by raising a hand as a foul, blood-red aura begins to shoot forth from its outstretched long fingers towards him. And you to give me a charisma saving throw.
No.
No.
Why charisma? I'm
Oh,
gonna...
sorry. This is only if I hit you with my life drain, so I have to attack you first.
Okay.
So I'm going to fly next to you, and then I'm going to attack. Alright, Eldritch Doom, rolling to confirm. No. Alright, second attack.
Feels good.
23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Let's really let Tim get hit by things. I like Tim.
Oh, thank you, Drovsky.
Alright.
I like Tim being alive.
As you move next to me, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw. For my Fell Aura, it triggers.
Fucking worth it.
And additionally, because I'm attacking you, your armor class and shield do not apply, or are applied only halfway. So half your AC from armor and shield are removed.
Oh, that's horrid. Okay.
Yep. So that 23 is gonna hit.
Yeah, it's going to hit. I mean,
Yeah.
it was hitting anyways, actually, but you know. Sorry. Where is my saving throw? Constitution. Okay.
All right, you
Okay,
pass
we're good
that
in
for the
that.
Fell Aura. Now I need a con
Okay.
save for the life drain.
And I take 22 necrotic. Let's get that. Ow. And then you need a charisma save or another con save? Con save. Second con save.
Mm-hmm.
Works for me, man.
All
Yeah,
right.
it really works for me.
And then I need a con save for my bonus action.
Okay. I'm loving this.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if I continue to love this. This continues to be okay.
All right. And let's see here, I dealt 22, so...
You can't drain the life out of stone, you fuck. Okay, I guess you can.
As you burst forth into the way, blocking Tim from the creature's attacks, you feel your own body begin to drain of life, of vigor. You feel yourself seemingly aging. White hairs begin to grow on your mustache as your arms feel weak. The creature, some of its smoky presence begins to reinvigorate as it's healed from this damaging attack. And the save for Fell Aura is a save for Suck. The save for Life Drain is a save for Suck, I believe. Yes, and then the save for Energy Drain is a save for Suck. So you pass all of them.
Woo! Yeah!
That was my bonus action. That was my action, and yeah, mini.
Built different.
Alright, so Minnie is going to just run on here to join the rest of them. Can I get that first? Okay, so.
You have 10 more feet.
Can I, like, insert myself between these two here?
Put yourself there, yeah. That's a valid square.
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna kind of push Tim kind of behind me here. We're gonna
Get Ranger Man out of the way.
This out. Is there a way I could close the door and like?
The door doesn't exist anymore.
Ah, cool.
The heart was like, yeah, no, I see you trying to close that. I'm not doing that.
All right, cool. Well then. I'm going to be a good paladin, and I'm going to try to cast my sanctuary that I get from my Oath of Redemption.
Nice, nice.
Alright. And I'm gonna, let's see, what is that, So it's a wisdom saving throw.
Well, Sanctuary wards a target of your choice. So who do you want to be warded?
Oh, I see. Let's ward Dropkey.
Okay. So, Dravgi, you have been warded. It has to make a wisdom save to attack you unless you make an attack of your own.
Okay. Might want to Sanctuary Tim instead. But we don't know that it's going to be targeting it. That's hitting a pigeon. I'll gladly take a Sanctuary.
Alright, that was a bonus action to
You
cast.
getting
You still have your
attacked,
action.
And I'm like, oh shit.
Still have your
I could
action,
fit-
Minnie.
I'm trying to decide, do I want to try attacking? I don't think I would. I feel like I would try to at least get it to stop attacking first.
You can roll me an insight check if you want.
Yes, I would like to do that. Thank you.
This creature's not going to stop until Tim's dead or it's dead. There's no preventing its rage. Nothing you guys can do will stop this, besides banishment of the spirit itself.
Cast carbon motions on it.
Okay.
Wonder if it would stop attacking if it found out that I was not Aldern Foxglove.
You should have thought about that before you impersonated Aldern Foxglove.
Alright, well, then I am going to hit it with my hammer. Or my axe.
Very good, very good.
You fool. If you didn't want to reap, then why did you sow?
Well, I tried, I don't know. Or actually, could I just pull Dropkey away? Could I use my action to like?
You could reposition him with your action, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to yeet Dropkey.
Tim's
over
the one
here.
that's in danger.
From your guys' perspective, it attacked Tim, and then, because Tim was the closest, and then Dravgi did their thing and jumped in the way.
I'm fine. I'm right
it
where
is
I want
also
to
from
be,
your
in between
perspective.
it and my friends.
Streamed at Tim, basically threatening, seemingly brother. And then from there, with your insight check, you know it's going to be targeting Tim over everyone else. It is considered antagonized. So it is going to attack Tim regardless of what you guys do.
Oh, we gotta use Tim as bait or something. Okay. I feel like getting you out of the way of its immediate attack would be the only like good thing to do at this point.
I will immediately jump it back in front of it.
You could probably just smite it for a shit ton of damage.
You could probably just smite it for a shit ton of damage.
All right. Let's try smiting it then. Let's see how it works.
Or, if you don't want to use a spell slot, I'd still just chop it anyways.
Well, I already used my my sanctuary on you. Like, spell slots are being used.
True. What are you doing? Still have your action. Choices.
Could I instead cast it on Tim? Or...
You could instead target Tim with the Sanctuary if you want, yes.
Alright, then I'm going to instead target Tim.
Alright, and what are you going to do with your action?
Let's pull him out. Let's see if we can pull the guy out of his little room of death there. It might make him weaker, who knows?
Henrik, you're trying to
I'm
try to
gonna
grapple
move
him?
you.
Oh, you're going to try and move Tim, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna move Tim.
Very good. easy enough to move Tim, assuming they're willing to be moved.
Yes, I am willing.
Okay, and yeah, you just move them to the side, it's fine. Alright, as your action, that is your Whoops and, Yosef. I'm just gonna gingerly leave the room, looking left and right. Gonna continue moving out gingerly.
I get it, it's because he's ginger.
Do around the corner, look around. What are we dealing with?
There's a ghost over here. It's pissed. Primarily at your brother.
Alright, well he's gonna run to here, as he is going to use the run stamina action. Getting an additional 5 feet, which 5, 10... just barely enough movement. Dear God, that was dangerous. He's just gonna pull out his rolling pin and swing. Oh, a spirit has taken over my brother's chambers. We'll need to cleanse it. As he swings a rolling pin, crashing out into the folds of the cloak. It doesn't seem to impact as heavy as you were thinking, as it is resistant to non-magical weapons, but it still did 6 damage for a rolling pin. And he's going to swing again. For another 8 damage. Alright. And that was a good talk. Norville.
Okay. I have to leave for a little bit after this turn. So I'm going to shoot another martial check its way, or religion check, technically. 19.
With a 19, you can learn one thing about the creature of your choice.
Vulnerabilities, por favor.
Radiant damage.
Fuck, I can't do that. Well. In that case, I'm going to channel a little electricity up my arm and into the scepter, which has the fancy jewel in it now. And it's a golden scepter, so it charges up and gets just a little bit glowy. And then I'm going to shoot out a chromatic orb on lightning.
Nice.
Lightning. And I'll just cast this at first level. Oh, that's
I'd like
unfortunate.
to boost the attack roll in any such way. Also, that damage.
It's not even worth it. It's
Yeah,
not even
you roll
fucking worth it.
minimum. The spear of lightning shoots forth from the scepter and just kind of crackles into the cloak, fizzling within the spectral form of the wraith. That is a miss.
Yeah, that's real sad.
Mm-hmm.
I'll shout that. I use some of the divine radiant magic on it. I'm no good. And then pass my turn.
Alright. Tim.
Alrighty, well, I'm going to attack this thing.
If you
Very
attack,
nice.
you will lose Sanctuary.
That's right, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Weird little spell.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna make my way over to here. Do you two think you might be able to help deal with my brother, the ghost one?
Look at you. I mean, you guys are handling it... wrong person. I mean, you guys are handling it well enough. Yeah, it's kind of enjoying seeing how you fight. We'll help when we fight Nikasaur together. If you need us, truly, we'll jump in.
Fair enough.
They're not showing fine unless you guys actually need help.
I'm gonna move over to here, then I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Drovgi.
Healing?
I do.
Oh, fuck yeah!
I'm pretty sure I have the +3 for Wisdom. I do. Suffer -10 damage.
Fuck yes.
I'm gonna back up.
You're very good. Anything else?
Get him.
Oh, and I forgot, my dude moved into the area. Saving throw.
Him?
Oh.
No,
My name is Alder.
Okay.
Thank you, Alder. Thank you.
No problem, Drovgi. Is it?
That's me. Oh, I like flanking. Flanking is fun. Let's make sure I'm flanking in such a way and with like a. So I know I'm gonna have to first shove past sort of thing. If doing so, doorway logic, would I still be flanking with Mini if I moved up to here?
Moved up there, you would be flanking with Mini.
Sick.
You need to beat me in an opposed roll to do so.
Yes. I assume that's athletics.
You can roll your athletics, yes.
Ability check. No, wait, cancel. Let's scroll down. Athletics button. Got kind of a piss poor 12.
You try to push through, and the barrier before you just cloaks over with a shadowy black wall. The creature's form is that overbearing presence that does not allow you to move forward.
Alright, have it your way.
However, you did try to move. So,
I did try to move. I forgot why I wasn't going to do this. That's fine. Let's see if this... Wait, conceive. Save throw. Constitution. We're still... Yeah,
still rolling, 18 plus on your con saves.
Con saves. It's great. Alright. The hammer isn't doing much for... Or, sorry. Let me double check what it is. What is it to plant the shield? Action. Motherfuck. I need like a quick shield. Alright, no, it's better just to do 2 one-handed swings. BAP!
We'll slap.
10 magical bludgeoning.
Mm-hmm.
And another one.
That will most horribly miss.
That's a fucking miss
Not
and a
a
half.
fumble, but it is definitely a miss. As the first hammer swings into it, kind of exploding shadowy essence behind the creature. This second one, however, kind of just hits a solid wall of shadow.
Alright. Fuck you. God damn.
And that one likewise hits a solid wall of shadow.
Fucking weird ghost thing. Brother, I know you're not here, but fuck, I hate ghosts.
Anything else?
That is a pass go for me.
Alright, Clink.
Clink is gonna do a bash as he smacks at it.
Oh, I always forget about those things.
You could move closer to be able to do this. You're 10 feet away.
I'm 10 technically.
You're 10 technically.
And bash has to be melee, right?
I believe so. You have to look at the actual wording for it.
But yeah, Clink is gonna.
As you fly closer, con safe.
Yeah, that's okay.
So
What's
from the
fatigue do?
fatigue condition, I will grab that for you in a moment. Alright, fatigued. Character cannot take the dash action and treats bonus action dashes as action dashes. A fatigued character can take either a bonus action or a reaction each round, but not both.
Okay. And, dash.
Alright, the dagger will find purchase piercing into the cloaked form of the Wraith for 7 plus 1, 8 piercing plus your sneak attack of 9, so that is 17 piercing. Is your weapon magical? The returning
Yes.
dagger, so yeah, 17. As the creature's form is heavily dissipated from the blow of your dagger, is barely holding on to life or unlife, but it is still present.
Oh, and then Clink is gonna bonus action disengage to go back.
Alright. As bonus action disengage, I'm going to remember that I in fact used the ready action for Vivi, and I'm going to toss a rock at it.
Yo! Fucking kill it with the rock!
I still keep forgetting to make a macro for this, so I'm just going to use this one. An 18 will throw the rock towards the creature, and will deal an amount of damage that I'm grabbing right now. I believe it's like plus or charisma, just making sure though. Plus 5, there it is. Alright, 6 damage as the rock flies through the air, crashing into the core of the Wraith. As you see, the spiritual energy begins to diminish, rumbles before it explodes in a shower of inky blackness.
Oh, shite.
The creature has fallen, leaving behind a cloak and a goopy pool of violet ectoplasm. Combat is over.
Oh. Hell yes.
I hope that our brother may find the rest he needs.
Yes, I didn't realize he had passed. Speaking of brothers, though, what did you mean, dwarf?
Hmm?
You called my brother Tim.
Oh, I just call him Tim sometimes. It's,
No, Tim is Tim, and Clink points to himself.
oh,
Tim has many healing supplies.
Deception, deception.
Well, you know, Aldern is a bit of an odd name
Clink
in
holds
the
up his.
dwarven tongue and accent. It gets a little grating on the jaw, mainly. Deception.
Oh shit.
Oh, hell yeah. He's been under that bed for a while.
Alright, 2 Tims then. Nickname Tim and Tim the priest. Okay. Yeah.
They're a strange bunch, but you get used to it.
Trophy's gonna go in. Fucking, how high is the corpse hanging?
It's within arm's reach with you. Jump on the bed.
Cool, yeah. He's gonna take out a hand axe, cut down the corpse, and just put it into bed. Tuck it in, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Give it pseudo rest. Can't really bury it
Um,
in this place, but you know.
Yeah.
Clink will turn to the two over here. By chance, do you have holy water or powdered silver Clink can buy off you?
No. We do not.
Oh well. Maybe later.
Hope you find the rest, friend. Even in this accursed spot. Well, what did his ghost have? It seems pretty dandy. Well, up loot.
Alright, as you begin to look around the room, you'll see Yosef goes in there and kind of kneels at the side of the body, which seems to be unchanged. It doesn't look like they've suffered any decaying or anything of that nature.
Shit.
I'm sorry,
He's also
Henrik.
curious about the goop.
I, hoped we could got out together. It was damned hot.
I put my hand on Yosef's shoulder.
Aldrin came back for us, though, brother. See?
I'm sorry it took me so long, brother.
You came back in the end, at least. Sad that it took this long. Henrik might still be with us.
Well, I hope now he is at peace.
Do we want to try to bring him out? If time moves weirdly in here, I don't fully know how the resurrection magic works, but maybe it's still possible.
Maybe? I don't know.
I don't know either.
The heart controls much here.
Rather
It's hard to
carry
say.
with us.
Arcana on the cloak and the ectoplasm.
I'm just gonna click on my brother's token and click on his Arcana because it's going to be better.
And Clink will help. Oh, I really need it, but Clink will help anyway, because he has proficiency in Arcana today.
Alright.
Let's crit fish, everybody. Yeah. No, okay. 25.
The cloak is a Wraith Cloak. It is a superior reagent with minor very rare quality. It has Charisma, Darkness, Death, Dexterity, Evil, and Soul. The Ectoplasm is an excellent quality, major rare reagent of Arcana, Death, Destruction, and Soul.
I'm shocked that we can't just wear the cloak.
It's kind of... It's weird. Technically, you could wear it, it's weird.
It's weird and goopy.
Yeah.
We're making John Poncho 2.0.
Additionally, as you look around the room, you would find that there is a... Amazing. Just in time, there is a fine quality noble attire within the wardrobe, though, tucked away in one of the drawers that was not open. Atop this noble outfit is a ring. It seems to be silver and gilded in gemstones. You can also see within the bed, kind of tucked away beneath the cover, there is a long sword, and on the armchair to the side, kind of tucked away into each corner of the backing, there is a potion. Atop the kind of mantle of the armchair, there is a belt made from linked gold rings.
Well, something tells me at least some of this is probably either really good quality or magic. Or both. Usually both.
May as well take it with us.
Sadly, we don't really have time to check on if they are magical, but...
I cast Detect Magic.
Oh, shit.
I do have that ability. What in here is magic?
Everything, go blind.
The ring, the sword, the potions, the belt.
All right. It's all the magical gear.
I'll point out what is magical.
Alright. Feel free to RP while I grab these and post them in your thing. Because Yorville's, I assume, is just going to cast Identify.
I'm
If
never
they
good
let
about
us take
casting
time to do
spells.
so, yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, we
Give
can
you time
ritual
to search
cast
around.
that in like. He can ritual cast that thing, right? I can never remember what's
Yeah, yes.
ritual. Okay, then if that'll give us the 10 minutes to give it once over.
Minnie would take some time to give just like the best she can to the body and just like kind of clean up what she can to make the room a little bit nicer place. Not that it's great, but you know.
And Clink will identify the potions.
Oh yeah.
Clink is just little and sets up a little like alchemy kit on the chair bed right here. Seat cushion. That's the words I was looking for.
There we go.
Yep. I'm just grabbing, typing them up for you guys. Feel free to RP.
So, what do you know about that Nelson guy? Because getting information on him is very important for the next steps.
Nelson?
Isn't that the guy we're looking for, Nelson?
Who are you asking?
Clink is just like talking towards them.
It would give a raised eyebrow as you say Nelson. Though you wouldn't see Trachis, because he's got a mask on, but Elunato would give a raised eyebrow. And then she would give a nod as Dravki says Nikasor. I think we've already been over Nikasor.
How does he like to fight? I don't recall us asking that, at least. You've tried in the past, I assume.
He is devoted to heavy weaponry channeled through magical means. He's able to lay down curses and orders to defend himself. Curses to smite his foes. Orders to defend himself and his allies. He can produce magic to both strike, rally, defend, and diminish his foes. And when cornered, he has a reckless fury to him.
And on top of that, of course, there's whatever the hell his deal was with the hog. That's fun. But it should look to be a bit of a 9-on-1, or does he have friends?
He has friends. We are the remnants of those who broke off from him after his conversion.
Mm-hmm.
There's at least 3 major allies and underlings before him.
It's the rallying
From
skills,
them.
alright.
Tell us about these 3 allies. What are they like?
Well, there is Minari. She is swift and agile, keeps to the shadows, and can call upon it to bring forth allies to her side. She focuses on rapid ambush tactics, fleeing back to the darkness before returning once more with the same harried assault. Generally prefers to attack from range, but can use her more agile nature to get in close and deliver a most devastating blow. Utilize her magics gifted to her from her bloodline to aid in a variety of ways.
Oh, great, more shadows. I wasn't getting tired of having to fight things Pepper only have there.
Ottoman is in a similar fashion. A mage focused on a more specialized sort. Out of character, she's just going to describe him again, basically the same. Ataman and Minotti are the same exact stat block.
Cool. Guess one's themed a bit more wizardy and the other one's themed a bit more roguey.
Yeah.
Cool.
And we have Coris. They are a knight, a guardian of Nikasor. They can protect him, provide healing calls to the allies, block blows, defend strikes, provide guidance to those nearby, and, when on the battlefield, if they are able to conjure forth their mount, they are a truly formidable foe, but in here they are lacking.
That's a great point, though, now that you bring it up. Healing. Who all is carrying potions? You should spread those around a little bit. I myself have 3 on my bandolier.
You can see that Lunata has 3 potions on her bandolier and a scroll, as well as a wand.
Handy.
Trachis has 2 potions on his bandolier.
Okay, so you're good. I've got hand axes and 3 regular healing potions. I also have, just for friends, the 3 other greater and the 12 other regular healing potions, as well as 6 antitoxin. And 18 more days of rations. But that's besides. I will... Does Yosef have a bandolier? Or way to easily carry a healing potion?
He is basically devoid of his equipment, so he's got his rolling pin and clothes.
Okay.
Looks like it's armor, but it is in fact clothes.
Yeah.
Brother, if you don't mind me asking, what happens when you actually hold a weapon? Does anything bad happen?
Are you willing to sacrifice one? I can show you.
I'm getting curious, honestly. Here's a hand axe. I'm just gonna mark it off my sheet now. I know that shit's
I'm
gone.
gonna take the hand axe, and as soon as it touches his hand, it kind of just gets really heavy, as even with his own tremendous strength, he kind of falls to the floor as the axe hits the ground. It is sunk up by shadow stuff that kind of just devours it into the ground itself.
Huh.
It's quite uncomfortable. I've stopped trying. Rolling pin, however, is still kept just fine.
Huh. This must be some powerful magic. Throughout all our life, I've never seen you struggle to lift something.
Truly, the heart is most concerning. This magic is potent beyond all compare.
It does sort of run this entire place, it seems. Oh, that's fun. Of our other friends, who else has a bandolier for ease, but even if not, I suppose. Who wants healing potions? So I don't think we divvied them up when we got them. We just sort of kept them all.
I could use some.
All right. How many do you want?
I don't have any, so.
We're gonna give you 3.
All right, thank you.
Just
I was
three.
like, oh yeah, that would
regular
be a good thing.
potions.
Oh.
Does anyone else want to have some on hand?
I'll take one.
Do you want one regular or one greater?
Let's do one regular since I'm a backliner.
Sorry, are these regular or greater?
Yes. Yes. We only have 3 greater, so those are probably like if you want one of those.
Okay, I'll take one of those.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you've got 2 regular and 1 greater now. I will uptick that back up too. So our preserves are now 9 regular and 2 greater. And then Jarovki and Vivi aren't here, so that's a little trickier. Do you want any Clink?
Clink is a walking health pack, but he could still use a couple.
You are a walking health pack, but it's good to have a few.
I'll take a couple of regular healing potions.
And by couple, do you mean the Kinetic 2?
Yeah.
Cool. There you go. Divvied. How about those items, Sage?
Yeah, you guys had me distracted with the RP directed towards me, so
yeah,
it's been longer than intended.
Okay.
I am grabbing the last one now, just working on the belt.
In our defense, we really like your NPCs.
Yeah.
Your NPCs are great, Sage, and they're the ones who have the information.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's
and
the
I
curse
do
of
like
success.
inserting myself into the lives of other people.
You do.
I am going to go AFK to feed my pets, so I will be a little bit. I apologize, but you know what? It seems a good time as any.
Yeah.
If that's, I'm gonna go get myself a drink.
You guys can take a 5-minute, yeah.
Okay.
You take a quick 5-minute.
Use a bathroom break.
I'm gonna go get some tea. Thank you, Sage.
This
Do you?
is fantastic.
I'm gonna have myself muted so you guys do not have to hear my sniffles from sickness.
I've returned.
Back. Almost done. And there's the last item posted for you guys. Coil of Garnered Thought, Sword of Lordly Command, and Ring of Protection. So, while everyone gets back, I'm going to give stream what the belt does. The belt is a minor, very rare item. A wondrous belt that has 4 different magical enchantments on it. Eagle Splendor, Fox's Cunning, Arcane Spark, and Hidden Knowledge. It provides the attuned a +2 bonus on Christmas to their Christmas score, +2 bonus to their intelligence score. It grants them a +3 bonus to a limited arcane resource, such as Bardic Inspiration, sorcery points, and so on. Just one of those. They get to choose one and then it's locked in for them. And then the feature known as Hidden Knowledge. The user can spend 5 points of stamina, or 2 points of an arcane resource, as previously noted, to reroll any single knowledge check that they have just rolled. This can only be done once per subject, so you cannot just keep spending it on the same subject over and over again. Protection's pretty straightforward, it's just a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws. The Sword of Lordly Command is a +1 longsword that allows the user to do certain features once on each of their turns, whether that is immediately after you use the attack action, attack with the sword, you can enable one creature within 60 feet of you to raise a reaction, make a single weapon attack. Immediately after you take the dash action, you enable one creature within 60 feet of you to use its reaction to move up to its speed, essentially reaction to dash. Or immediately after you take the dodge action, enable one creature within 60 feet to take its reaction to gain a dodge. You can do one of those once each turn.
These be some pretty good items.
Yeah. Henrik was a bard, so... He was next in line.
I wonder if in the afterlife he's ever going to find out that it wasn't all there.
Like... people get back, put me R's in chat, though. Just so there, it's known. As you guys have been doing. Meantime, on my pirate's return, how's it going, chat? Doing okay? Doing good? I see. We're both chat and not chat. You are two in the same.
Voting is chat.
Guys in chat. Hard to read.
I return.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
What cool shit did we get?
It's an item lab.
Oh. Quill of Garnered Thought. Ah. Oh, hell yeah, okay. Full belt.
My fever is slowly increasing. This is fine.
Oh, no.
Not 100 yet, so we're good. But it is increasing.
Okay.
Technically, it needs to be
Just better
103, but
Sage.
yeah.
Stop being sick.
I mean, I'm trying my best. If it's anything I have to say, I'll be better tomorrow, but we'll find out.
Try just having a really hot bath.
I've done that
Alright.
multiple times. I'm going to do that again after the game.
Oh, that sword is sick as fuck.
Yeah.
Ah, I see we're redoing readies.
Yeah. Alright,
Take a bite of
and
churro.
Lady is still away, due to their particular reason. And Mason is still away due to their particular reason. And Mason's gonna be a while to my knowledge. So, that means you four are what we have, and at a certain point, I will be calling the session, likely soon, because as soon as Nikosaur shows up, that's a boss fight, and I want everyone here for that.
Understandable. So the belt feels very Tim. So I assume that's where that has gone.
I was thinking that, but I noticed that it has like a boost for like arcane resources, such as bardic inspiration, which is completely wasted on me. So I think that might be better go to Vivi.
You're right. I didn't read that. I just sort of saw that it was very animal themed in its first two things, and went oh, that's
Ranger just the
shit.
Name of what a +2 to a charisma and +2 to intelligence is.
Got that.
Yeah, it's not actually animal themed. It's just the name of the enchantment.
Yeah.
Yeah. The belt is definitely themed more towards Vivi or Yorville. Yorville, I believe, would benefit from it for purposes of their origin. I don't think Wizard actually has anything that would benefit from it. No. At least not base. Probably will when I'm done with that.
Arcane deflection for War Mage.
Oh, well, that would work. Obviously, Bard has Bardic Inspiration. So, there is some things that would benefit either of them. Also, it obviously benefits both their main casting stats.
Yeah.
We hire a divination wizard.
There we go. Absolutely go hard.
Yeah.
There happens to be a certain king of Calbash.
Oh
You're in
no!
a different area, my friend. And as for the Sword of Lordly Command, I don't know if any of you actually are proficient with swords who actually want to use swords, but it is there.
What weapon is Mini currently using?
They have a battle axe.
Okay.
It would be an upgrade for them because it is a magical weapon compared to their non-magic axe.
I was sort of thinking
While we're in here, at least.
that if you want the hammer, I'm sort of taking a very, like, battlefield commandery role with Dravki. So if you would like the hammer,
We could do that.
I'll do the thing that's just like, hey, friends, let's fucking schmoove.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, let's do
Right.
that.
So you're going to go take the Sword of Lordly Command, you're going to take the hammer, you do know they're both attunement.
Yes.
You have to take another short rest if you want to switch them out.
Oh, god damn it.
It's true. The belt is also attunement, as is the ring.
Are these two going to have a conniption if we... Alright, we found things that need attunement that will greatly help us in his fight.
What we could do is, I could give you the sword for now,
Mhm.
and the next time we take a rest, you hand off the
Oh, well,
hammer.
at that point, it's also better for you to just use the sword. I'm just sort of... It's just another quick little breather. Are you two okay with that? It would allow everybody in here to be immensely more useful in this upcoming fight.
The last one we're willing to wait for.
I think it's the last one we'll need.
Go ahead and rest. Watch the door.
Alright, cool. Yeah, because I also...
I gave
it's
you
like-
guys 2 short rests for this particular dungeon. Other than that, things would start triggering, so.
Why, thank you, Sage. It turned out to be the perfect amount.
Yeah.
Well then, you can take the cool fireball hammer, and I will take a cool fucking longsword. Please tell me it's conveniently the same stats as the hammer, so we don't have to change my macro.
Let me look.
Scrolling up.
I feel like we might need another short rest later, though.
We're like the next thing we're doing is fighting the boss.
Is one of
We're
the
not going
bosses.
It's the same stat as your hammer.
Says, hell yes, we have to. Literally, the only thing that I have to change is Warhammer to Longsword.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna scroll up to the
And-
Warhammer real quick just to make sure, though.
And I guess also saying bloodshedding. 1d8 to 1d10.
Yeah, yeah. The only
It is only
difference
going to be a
is
plus
that
1.
it's a plus 1 instead of plus 2.
That's okay.
And you don't have the other 2 options from your hammer, but you now have the options from the sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for ease,
It's called the Commander's Longsword.
Sword
There
of
is a-
Lordly Command.
Sword of Lordly Command, yeah. And that is a link for you, Mini, so you can grab the hammer. Mhm.
Sword of Lordly Command. That hit goes down to a +6, and that damage goes down by 1. I'm still hitting things for a metric fuck ton, though, so that's nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, that should be right. I'm dealing a D8 +3
Did you know
for my
that
efficiency.
you've never actually had the bonus for the enchantment on that weapon in your attack scheme?
Really?
Yeah, you had the damage bonus, but not the attack bonus.
All right. Well,
I'm
I'm
fixing
now
it now.
hitting for what? So it's at a +6 to hit, assuming I'm doing this correctly. I will gladly take the second pair of eyes sort of thing. And then damage is for one-handed a D8 +3 +2 +2 +1 because I'm a warrior No, I think that's one too many +2s. Shield Master, Prisoner Keeper.
Alright, your attack scheme for your hammer has been updated for both of them to be one-handed, two-handed sword.
I'm just double checking that.
I forgot to change the damage type.
That is also a thing.
Yes. I'll fix that.
Oh yeah, it's the strength boost. That's why there's that extra +2 in there in my math.
There you go.
I'm just gonna say, cool.
You have
D10.
4 from stat,
So-
4 from stat again if it's two-handed, and then 1 from the +1, and then you are warrior birth.
Yeah.
That's
So
not applied. So I'm gonna go apply that.
okay, yeah. So it's 4 +2 +2 +1. Am I smoking something?
Are you talking about the one-handed version?
Yes,
That is
I'm.
correct.
Yeah, cool. And then of course it's D10 +4 plus.
4 +2 +1.
Yeah.
All right,
Just
and then
fucking
here's
crazy.
your one-handed version.
Okay.
8-4-2-2-1 versus
8-4-2-2-1 instead of
yeah, and you have
4-4-2-1.
a +8 to hit showing.
Oh, okay.
4 from strength,
Cool.
3 from proficiency, 1 from +1 weapon.
It's 4 from strength. Yep. Okay. Yep.
you go.
I forgot to boost my things, so my hand axe plus to hit should be just making sure I get this right.
+7.
+7. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I hadn't changed those, even though the macros matter less on my spreadsheet. It's nice to have it.
Yeah.
All made and built correctly. Yeah.
You
okay, I think
grab
this is all
Minnie's
right.
hammer, or shall I do that real quick now? Looks like
Yeah,
you
I
already did it.
just got the one-handed done.
Nice.
God bless, by the way, the both of you for like understanding how this shit works. It's
got
it's
you.
it's incredibly nice, and thank
I
you.
mean, I made a lot of it.
I do my best.
I am trying. I'm sorry.
I'm not trying hard enough. I'll keep it a buck, but you know, sort of. I was like asked, like some folks in one of my classes also play D&D, and they're like, "What virtual tabletop to use?" Well, there's Roll20, which they knew about. It's like, but then there's Map Tools, which is great, but it has a barrier to entry. It is more of a spreadsheet than it is a map tool. And it confuses me, but the people I play with, they know how to use it, and fuck, this shit's nice.
Good system.
I'm really glad that I have Sky able to help me. It is one of the things that I'm sure it would be a hot mess if I ever tried to get it done myself.
All right. I feel like for the belt
I'll be your hot mess.
and the ring, that probably would be best set for the party to be around for. But I think we can continue until we get to a particular stopping point, if you guys want to, or we can call it here.
And
I'm
so
down
you'll
to at
just allow
least get us to like close to where we're going.
I say we probably just
Also-
give the
If you
belt
want,
to
if we could
Vivi.
try searching another room or something to see if we could find any more loot.
That's what the room was.
Yeah, this was our last, like, hey, here's a loot room.
Okay.
I feel like, especially because this is our time to attune to things, I feel like Vivi, at least right now, will make great use out of that belt.
I agree. And it would give them another bardic inspiration.
Exactly, which is
Just give him another 3 bardic
incredible.
inspirations.
And we love that.
I actually give him another 4, actually.
Oh.
1 from charisma and then 3 from the limited resource.
Oh,
Dang.
fuck yeah. Yeah, no, belt to small moth. Now,
Brings
who
us to,
wants...
like, what, 8? That's
I
a
give
No.
him 8, yeah.
Now, who do we give the ring to? Because that's also not attunement. That could be so...
The ring's
That is
attunement.
attunement.
It is, I just can't read.
Personally, I would like it since I'm kind of secondary in melee with everyone.
Let's do it.
But
Fine.
it would also work really well on Mini
Oh,
And
that's
since you
also
already
true.
have a cloak of protection, it wouldn't work for you.
Yeah, I'm already tuned to 3 things. Actually, I'm.
Oh yeah, you're stone.
Yep, the Orville's bauble. I'm actually not even attuned to the rune stones. That's what the person has to be attuned to it, but I tangentially get bonuses. It's, you know.
You can attune to it now.
Oh, I assume you've been. Yeah, so like
Yeah.
we've been.
You
given
guys took a
time.
short rest just now. You guys can
Yeah.
feel free to use that short rest if you want.
To attune to things was the
Yeah.
main sort of purpose.
I think the one who actually took any real damage during that fight was Droggy, so you might want to use the short rest resources if you feel like it. But,
I was gonna heal him up.
that works.
Yeah, let's start with your healing and see what that is. But
Yeah.
I'll be using at max like one of my hit dice.
You only
I
have
got-
one remaining.
Oh, okay. That does not fit my math. Where
Oh,
does-
I see the I need to update your
4 + 6.
Yeah,
It's using base rules, so you only have 5 hit dice instead of 6 hit dice in the short
Ah.
rest. You should have 6.
yeah.
So you have 2 remaining.
Yes.
12 HP to Drovki.
That matches my math. 12 HP to Charovki. That gets me fucking. Yeah, I'm.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm fucking good. I'm 6 HP off. I'm
Mhm.
good. I'm fine.
Alright. I'm just going to at Vivi in that case, so they know that they have the belt.
Yeah, and then Clink and Minnie can fight over the ring, because either way, those are good choices. It's a ring of fucking protection. It's a classic thing. It works.
Alright. With that all covered, are you guys ready to push on to the next room? Would you like to call it here?
I'm ready to keep going until we hit the boss fight.
Alright.
Where's my button? E.
Well, are you done then?
Took a bite of churro. I'm sorry. Hold on. I probably shouldn't have hit E. That was a fucking lie. I had churro. You fool. I think we should be good. We're all finally kitted up now. Let's go beat the fuck out of some demon.
Good. Well, prepare. The next room is his apartment. As many of his followers, side chambers that his lieutenants reside in his own personal quarters. It's likely, if any combat were to start, the whole nest will be alerted, unless we are careful. So, we'll hang back in the shadows, so they do not see our presence until the time comes.
Especially considering that you two are an attack on sight.
Yes, exactly.
Personnel. Aye.
Background like live bait, live bait, live
Live
bait,
bait,
live
live
bait.
Unless
Alright.
you want to just go in, guns a-blazing.
No, I feel like it
I
does
think it would
work
help
at
us
least.
to have
a
Should
little
rephrase that, she
bit.
would not say guns, they did not exist in her timeline.
Guns, you know.
Spells a-blasting.
Spells black. Yeah, okay, buddy. Alrighty. Well, let's go meet this guy. Oh, I didn't mean to double click my token. Okay.
Alright.
What's a good way to add the ring of protection to the token?
Mark it as a AC bonus of 1, mark it as a save increase of 1 for each save.
So just put 1?
Actually, I just remembered, you guys are weird
'Cause-
save. Yeah, you guys are just, saving throws are marked as a proficient or not.
Yeah. you can
In
see
the
what I got
saving
to do.
throw macro, you can edit your particular macro until I update the framework for this. To just add a +1 to anytime you roll a save. I'm pretty sure you know how to do that yourself, but I can do it for you if you want.
I was giving it to Mini.
No. Yeah.
It doesn't give you the option to edit the saving throw.
Gotcha.
Mini.
Wait, what?
Saving throw.
I was giving you the ring of protection.
Yo, you don't want it?
It'll do better on you.
Okay. I mean, I'll take it. How do I
And-
add my...
Sage is in the
I'm
process of
editing it
doing
right now.
that.
I appreciate you, thank you.
Mhm.
I already put it in there.
Also,
AC
remember
bonus.
that you're now swinging around a +2 fucking war hammer that once a day can be thrown like a fireball.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This is fantastic.
It's such a cool hammer, but this sword, I'm like, shit, I'm doing commander
Right.
shit.
So your selection window saving throw macro will now apply your bonus from the ring. And when I update the
Thank you.
campaign frame, next time it will have it just be like a little toggle. You can change your token itself instead.
Cannot wait to, for free, go, hey, Tim, shoot it again for all that damage you do.
Yes, with all that marked, gather up upon the door as your allies kind of hold off into the darkness, waiting and readying.
Alright, well, let's go say hi.
I'm going to draw an arrow and just be ready in case anything happens as soon as he opens the door.
All right. As you push into the room, let me go and grab the description. Unevenly upholstered furniture fills this large common area. Chairs and sofas circled around asymmetrical tables. Doors on both sides of the room lead off into tiny bedchambers. And you can see, within this chamber itself, are a loose smattering of fetchlings. For purposes of their token art, I just grabbed one type of... They all look different. They're not the same in person. But, yeah. As you push into the chamber, though, the one who's not facing you kind of just gives a little look over his shoulder as the others kind of look in your direction. Who are you?
Oh, apologies. Little new here. Just looking around primarily. Getting pairings and such. Who are all you?
Oh, that's it's quite a shame. Afraid you're trapped here, friend. No leaving. Let's find yourself a nice comfy place to lay in. Yeah. I'm, Rizit. And, he will look to the others, who will, in turn, speak their name. I'm Tani. I'm Pal.
Daravgi. I do have other companions who sort of came in with me. If we're okay to look around, we're just sort of exploring still. It's from the folks we've met, we understand it'll get dull, but we're enjoying the sort of adventure of it, for the time being at least.
Well, feel free to look around. It's not much here. It's just our lord's apartment. I'm just tending to him, making sure he has what he needs.
An apartment and a lord?
Our Lord Nikasor, our master here. We followed him in when we ourselves were trapped. And, well, he's been devising a way out of here since. He'll find a way, eventually, but... it is difficult. What brought you in here? Did you also betray the Ruby Queen?
No, not entirely sure who that is. I've heard the name a couple of times, but I don't overly recall her lore. We're primarily just sort of adventurers. I'm a guard of a local town, sort of. Things were weird. Got sent to check it out. One thing after another, and we're here now. Your mustache, friend.
I'm sorry, it is quite bushy, like your own.
It happens all the time.
You do not know of the Ruby Queen very well.
I heard...
You're not from the Shadowfell.
No,
Look at all each other.
Material plane.
Material plane. What year is it?
Year.
You provide them the year, 1241 PA. You might say the actual name of it, which is Paler's Awakening. But I don't know if you'd say the full.
You know, honestly, because it'll also probably bring more issues, let's call it. Yeah, sure, I'll say the... And you said 1240 or 48?
1241.
1241, Paler's Awakening is current here. I just wanted to write that down. Cool. It's 1241 PA, or Paler's Awakening. Common god for all of the humans.
Do you know what that is during the Cyrene calendar?
The what?
Right. That's,
Hey, Drop, can you... does Yorville know that?
That's... I was about to...
Give them a history check.
Scrolling down for a history check. 14.
Alright, 1 second.
Hey, do I have history? Unlikely.
You guys can all roll
I
history.
do have history. I'm gonna give my brother advantage because +4 is better than a +2.
It's true.
I didn't think I attended my history classes. A little better.
No, I'm curious. I'm just gonna see if Minnie knows.
I will roll for Vivi, since I, you know, they bard. They also have that fancy new item. Here, skill check for players. History.
16 high.
16 high.
16 high. Alright. Vivi, because of their actual place of birth, would actually hit the DC because of their lores.
Nice.
Hell yes.
Proud of them.
So, looking at my own notes, they would inform you lot that it is currently the 5,796th year of God's creation.
Oh, I know that calendar.
Yes, you do.
Have you done something with that calendar there, Sky?
Out of character, Sage.
Yes.
What year did Drunken Sailing end?
The 416th year of God's departure.
Okay.
That is the era after this era.
Yep.
At that, all their faces would frown. You can't be serious, right? Tell me you're joking.
I was a little shocked
I'm so
when
sorry.
I was sort of told by some of the others about common tongue not yet being the common time. How do all you actually speak that then?
Well, that was thanks to the bear friend in the back. As Yosef kind of puts his head around the corner and gives a friendly wave with a grin.
Oh. Well, fair enough.
We had other guests come through every now and then. You're the first who told us the timeline, though.
Oh. I am terribly sorry.
You know anything that happened on the Shadowfell? You tell us that at least. You know what happened to the rebellion?
I'm afraid I've never left the material plane. I'm only even vaguely aware of
I'll give
the other planes.
Vivi a check on this.
I'm gonna get the Orville one too, if that's okay. Studious
Yeah,
man.
they don't have as high of a chance because of the lack of lore.
Yeah.
But they can roll.
Well, who knows? He might crit and
He
be
might.
based. Well, fucking not bad.
Fortunately, that is not high enough.
Damn.
It is also not high enough for Vivi. As
Shame.
both are unsure.
Well, we're not much of dimension travelers, I'm afraid.
Well, you do know what happened. Why you were able to come here. Last we heard, the mirror was on the Shadowfell. Strange that you come from the material. You're not of the rebellion. Yet you came from the mirror.
Aye. Or at least a mirror. From what folks we did talk to, we're unsure if the mirror is one entity. Could be.
Clink wonders how long you've been here.
Minnie kind of coughs and kind of nods. They're thinking the same.
They look at each other and in unison they say, 4,000 years.
Oh.
Clink squints as Doctor Mode activates.
Looking around them, they look like they're... Most of these common folk are in their young adult ages. Maybe 22, 23. There's a few that look a bit older, like they're 28. But, yeah, no, none of them are... They don't look like they've aged a day. They look like they're quite young. Like they are immortal somehow, that they have eternal youth.
Clink would like to know what
Thousand
ointment you use.
Clink, we were told that time moves differently.
No ointment. The heart likes to keep us hale and hearty. Time moves differently, as your friend says. We do not age. Keeps us satiated. Don't judge me. I like to sneak him in.
I'm starting to wonder how long has passed outside.
Well, I can't say for sure, but time in here. A year could be maybe seconds out there, depending on which plane the mirror is tied to. If you came from the material, well, it's likely a 4 to 5 ratio, 5 to 10. I don't really know the math myself. If it's been 4 years in here, it'll been 20 years outside in the material plane.
Fuck.
Or sorry. Back around that. 20 in here is 4 years outside.
4 years out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, oh.
As
yeah,
Grizzit would provide that.
Okay,
Grizzit would
so
be like,
this is a
flip
escalating
that
the
around.
campaign.
Flip that around. It's
Oh.
20 years in here is 4 years out there.
All of Dropkey's color left and is now back. Oh, okay. I was still holding hope of seeing my wife and kid. That's good. Alright.
I would give up on that. Unless Nikasor can get us out.
You've not met a Volbrund.
No, I haven't.
Well, you've met two now. Hopefully, we'll enjoy a little bit of adventure and be out in time.
Well, if you can get us out, maybe you should speak with Nikasor. You go get him. Arrange an audience.
It'd be good to talk. I've heard bits and pieces of him, but
He'll hop off chair. Right. Just have a seat.
Clink would like to incite him.
Go ahead. I would offer you food, but the heart doesn't allow it. Also, you don't need it here.
Well, I brought some in. It's okay.
He seems generally interested in getting you guys talking with Nikasor, so you guys can combine a plan to get out of here. You guys think yourselves so well-minded to do so. As he warps through the door.
Hey, doors here.
They are quite unnerving. Back home, they're of a similar nature. But, not
What is the Shadowfell like?
Well, similar to the material plane in a lot of ways, but the life has been drained from it. Color lost. Except for purple, it's mostly a purple realm.
Clink will cast a spell and then look between the two.
It's pretty magical in the area.
Do you keep anything fancy in here?
Oh no, this is just, quarters for us to rest in for the servants. The Lord's chambers have magic items and magical wares of their particular, proclivities. Not to mention a few of their fineries that they were able to bring in during the rebellion.
Wait, so is this like a rebellion prison?
Yes.
Oh.
And do a rebelling against the Scarlet Queen? What is
The Ruby Queen.
The Ruby Queen, apologies.
Yes. Well, we were rebelling against her. The heart has shown us the error of our ways. Now we're simply looking to find a way out so we may serve our queen once again.
What's her general shtick?
Well, let me go bring up her notes again.
To use dwarven payments terms.
Well, put it bluntly, we are her children. And we live to serve. Nikasor and the Lords are... well, they have been given gifts. Tied, bound to the Queen. But we servants, we deign not look at her. We do what she needs, what she asks, regardless of the task at hand. Last time we tried to rebel, it was swift punishment. She does not forgive easily. But we have learned our lesson. It is better to serve than it is to exist in her ire.
I understand to a lesser extent, I believe, your position. My own family is a bit the same. But I can't say I agree with living under their Ire being less preferable than rolling over.
You have just arrived here. You will soon learn. You will understand.
I've lived the good. Checking the character sheet. It's nowhere near 4,000 years, but I've lived a good 100. Decent time. Oh, dwarf.
Tony would shrug off the stethoscope. I don't need I don't know what that is.
Clink is a doctor.
You travel with witches now?
I wouldn't call it witchcraft. Or, well, magical users. We do that quite often. It's useful.
Seems the material plane has changed then.
Well, I assume 4,000 years some things would change. Even a mountain could crumble or reform in that time.
This is true. Either which way.
So you're just servants to your patron.
Yes. The Ruby Queen has tasked us to recenter ourselves, to refocus our goals in mind with what she desires. Nikasor has seen us to this, as has the heart. And as he says that, you guys would hear as stepping from the low corridor is a man about 7 feet tall, broad shoulders, no visible sign of any, I can't think of the word for it. No visible sign of, like, markings or hair or facial features. In fact, they bear a silver mask that entirely obscures their face. Hair of smoky black, fog flows around them. Even around their body, their skin itself is an onyx black that seems to draw forth even the darkness within this area itself to their body. They're gilded in silver armor and black robes, and they bear with them what appears to be a massive flail, as they have it at their hip. They look out towards you, dressed in their silvered armor.
So these are the guests that have found themselves within my mirror.
You don't have invisible.
Oh, cool.
It's okay, I'm drawing using my imagination.
Ryan now chooses what he looks like.
Truly, your
As it
fate
turned
has
out,
been
I will
sealed,
tell
bozo. Your fate has been sealed, bozo, for I have
Now-
depicted you as the soy jack,
At this point,
and me as the Giga Chad.
I'm going to call the session,
Alrighty.
because I feel like Vivi's particular...
Still in his voice. Vivi's particular specialty is in diplomacy, and they would probably want to be here for this particular conversation.
It is probably best if they're the one talking and I'm not. I really need to never make a non-charisma character again. Fucking
I
hell.
think you need to just have charisma as a default. You need at least a 14.
I really...
Now,
I'm... A part of me is like, I'm sorry for always being the one talking.
I am also calling it early because my nose has decided that it is a fountain. So,
Oh no!
yeah, I am like constantly having to pause.
All good.
But I hope you guys had fun. Hope stream enjoyed it. And okay, we're just gonna give a raid. We're gonna raid
Get that mother...
raid Sci-Fi. You're playing Dark Souls. Dark Souls is fun.
Said no man ever.
Says I at all times.
Mm.
I'm a Souls-born player. I like all Souls games.
Fake news.
It's
That
not
is
fake
for
news.
you are no man. You are a dungeon master.
I mean, you also like Souls
You-
games. Anyways, raid time.
Also do-
Yeah, I'm not good at them though.
And
Good
you're
at
right.
them.
And you're right.